Now, moving on to step 3, which is cross bridging. Take a look at your drawings to get the general locations and quantities. So in this case, we go to our middle bridging line. We take our singular bridging piece. We prep it just like we prepped for the ends, where we bend the tab downwards. We bend the bottom one upwards. And our C profile is facing downwards. When placing our cross bridging, we place the tab onto the top core of the joist. Now, since these are made to accommodate different size of joists and spacings, you're not always going to be tight along this tab. You're going to have to adjust it to center both tabs on both joists. Now we got our cross bridging in place. It's centered so each tab has a consistent overlap on either side. And just like we fastened all our other bridging, all right, folks, well, that finishes up the bridging for this unit. We started off with step 1, our end bridging, tying our first joist into the wall, making sure it's nice and straight. Our second step, which is our bottom chord bridging, paying special attention to our locations, our butt joints, and again, the straightness of our joist. And finishing off with step number 3, which is our cross bridging, which we've installed in X patterns as shown on the plan. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to your Bailey representative. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.